What is up, YouTube? It's your girl Evelyn, and now that the Wynonna Earp mid-season 4 hiatus is upon us, I thought I'd take this time to review the first half of the season. So sit back and relax as I go over the good, the bad, and the head-scratching turns of the first 6 episodes. As always, there will be spoilers, so proceed with caution. Let's kick things off with a bang and revisit that scene. You know the one I'm talking about. The one that set the internet on fire and probably gave Nicole and Waverly lower back pain for at least a week. After 18 months apart, the scorching WayHaught reunion was more than even the most devoted Earper could have ever hoped for. It was sweet and romantic, passionate and erotic, and visually clear in all the right places. Wynonna Earp creator Emily Andros has made it clear to fans that she is committed to keeping Nicole and Waverly's storyline in the forefront of the show, and in season 4, she has more than kept that promise, as well as rewarded the fandom with one of the most explicit sex scenes between 2 women ever shown on network television. We've come a long way from 2003, when Buffy the Vampire Slayer broke through the lesbian love scene glass ceiling with a tame but lovely sex scene between Willow and her Terra rebound Kennedy. And with 17 years and countless libidinous lesbians to pave the way, WayHaught has broken through yet another ceiling by depicting queer love in the same way heterosexual love has been depicted for years. We're already halfway through season 4, but so far the details of Nicole's 18 months in purgatory have been pretty sparse. We're told it was a time of pure chaos, survival of the fittest, and basically hell on earth. And by episode 3, it becomes clear that Nicole is suffering from post-traumatic stress disorder, a mental health condition triggered by a terrifying event that's either experienced or witnessed. And although Nicole's PTSD hasn't been explored in depth, I applaud the show for tackling the subject at all, and for using one of their strongest characters to do so. Nicole is not only a fighter, a survivor, and a professional protector, but she's also Waverly's rock. And while it's difficult to see her crumbling around the edges, there's also beauty in watching her be vulnerable in a way we've never seen before. If there's one thing Wynonna Earp does better than most shows, it's shocking its viewers in ways we never saw coming. Whether it's the Waverly's daddy is Wynonna's daddy storyline, the heartbreaking death of Deputy Marshal Dawes, or Wynonna's revenant baby daddy drama, the show always manages to throw at least one major curveball every season. And season 4 has proved no exception. When the season's main villain, Margot Ma'am Clanton, finally got her just desserts in the form of Waverly's Bobo brain fry, I couldn't have been happier. And afterward, as Doc talked down an emotional Holt, leading the charge toward a true reconciliation between the Earps and Clantons, I even got the warm and fuzzies. That is, until Wynonna shot Holt in the back. And whether you agree with Wynonna's actions or not, her shooting Holt in the back was easily the biggest oh snap moment of the season so far. Love her or hate her, you have to admire Mercedes' ability to survive and thrive in every circumstance imaginable. The woman is a human cockroach, and I mean that in the nicest way possible. So it came as little surprise when we were told Mercedes was shacking up with Doc's vampire ex-wife Kate. And although I'm under no illusions that their relationship is anything more than a symbiotic necessary evil, I can't help but want to be a fly on the wall of their friendship. Unfortunately, the idea of Meerkat was only teased and never followed through on. There is a lot about season 4 that I absolutely love, but the Rosie the Revenant, Wherefore Art Thou Peacemaker storyline left me a little confused. Not to mention, it felt like forced filler for the sole purpose of reacquiring Peacemaker. Don't get me wrong, Rosie's a great character, and I was happy to see her again. But the explanation behind her survival was borderline ridiculous, even for a sci-fi western with a horror spin. And while part of me hopes that the significance of Rosie the Peacemaker will be revealed later in the season, another part of me hopes that the whole thing ends with episode 6. So far, I give Wynonna Earp Season 4 a solid 7.5 out of 10. Overall, I am really enjoying the season, the new characters, and the show's ever-growing mythology. And I am definitely looking forward to 2021. Tell me, what do you guys think of Season 4 so far? And what do you think is gonna happen next? Make sure to drop those predictions in the comment section, and they might end up in my next video. As always, thank you for watching, don't forget to subscribe, and I'll see you next week.